Hey guys, it's your girl Kizzy Rock. Happy Thursday to you all. Hope you guys are enjoying your day. So guys, I'm going to talk on a topic about a conference that I had last year. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and upload that video of my conference into the description. So for those of you who have not seen it, maybe you'll have a chance to check it out. Specifically, if you're feeling very stuck and stagnant right now. But guys, before I get into that, I am such, I'm on a spiritual high right now because can you believe that Pastor R.C. Blake's subscribed to my channel? Me, little old me. And it's crazy how it happened, but that's another story for another day. But to just sum it all up, what Satan means for harm, God will always use it for your good. But you guys know we love the Blake's brothers. And I'm just like so geeked up spiritually because I admire his teaching so much. And to know that he subscribed to my channel, I'm just like, I'm trying to, like, I want to stay on this high for the rest of the day. So I'm going to be very, very careful about the energy that I encounter today. But to jump in, guys, I want to talk to you about again, the 3 seasons in life, and that is what my conference is geared around. But that first season, I always call it the do it yourself season, meaning we're really just doing things in our own accord, things that we were taught, from childhood, generational norms, generational curses. Basically, we're doing what we were taught to do. We don't know any better. But then you come to the second season, which many of us are in, and the third season, which is your finale, meaning when you finally tapped into your will, your calling, the purpose, all that stuff that God has specifically for your life. And when it's like we never like reach it to the point that we can just say, okay, I've arrived and just no, because if that's the case, then that means you've already completed your purpose and really there's no need for you here on earth. But really it's about just knowing that you are in that you're now aligned with your purpose and your calling, and that's when a lot of your blessings will start to flow in. But the most important thing you can do is to always be sure that God gets the glory. I'm in my third season. I'm still being pulled sometimes back to the second, and I have to keep pressing forward because I want to stay in this third season where I really believe that I am fully aligned. Blessings are pouring in left to right. That doesn't mean that it is easy, because as we know, with blessings come perseverance and a lot of struggles, spiritual attacks, and that happens a lot in your third season because at this point here, God is really using you to be a blessing to others, and Satan's not happy. But let's jump back into the second season. The second season, that is your transitional season, and I'm not going to go too deep into it. Again, if this feel like this is a topic that you can relate to, or if it's pulling at your spirit, then please go to the description and click on the link to watch the actual conference. But that transitional season, that second season, where most of the times we spend most of our time in, because it's the struggle between realizing that the first season, the do-it-yourself season, that no longer works for us. Like, it just no longer works. So doors are being closed in our face. Anything that we attempt to do just no longer works because God is shutting you down and he's getting you prepared to do it his way. So your first season no longer works. Now you're pushing to your second season, your transitional season. That's the season where God is going to start to have you to face a lot of your demons. You're going to lose a lot of things, including people, things, places. You're going to be stripped raw. This is the season where, like, your edges will be snatched. Like, this is the season where you probably will have the most difficult time. It's a dry season. It's like you really wouldn't even have a lot of people to turn to, because the whole objective is for God to get you alone and isolated. And this is why you lose people along that way. You may even lose your job in this season, because God needs to isolate you from everything and everyone so he can have your full attention to let you know, like, hey, your first season, you can't go back there. I've shut that down. Okay. You're definitely not at your third season yet. I want to get you there, but I can't take you there yet because I need to work on you in the second season, this transitional season. So yes, it's going to be hard, but I promise you, if you stick with me, but most importantly, if you flow with the current versus swimming against it, it'll be easier. If you seek the answers by asking him, what is it that you need me to do? What are you trying to tell me? What is going on? And if you get to a place where you're able to sit still and you take the downloads and start to apply it to your life, then you may shorten your storm. But because it feels so unnatural and you're so used to the first season, it's almost like you want to keep fighting against what he's doing. And what will happen is he will allow you to fight as long as you need to. But you're not going back to that first season. So you will eventually get tired. It could be months. It could be years. I know my transitional season was about 2 years solid. Oh my goodness. But it's only because I am a confessed control freak, used to be control freak. So I needed to know what he was doing, why he was doing it, where are you taking me? So I was just trying to swim against the current. So he would walk away and just let me cry, kick, and scream. And then finally, after about 2 years, I was like, okay, I surrender. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what you're doing. But at this point, there's nothing I can do. I've tried everything. I don't know what you want. What do you want from me? I mean, I couldn't even call any of my spiritual friends because, he shut that down. It could have been from strife. Maybe we just grew apart. Maybe they didn't have time because they were maybe busy. He shut everything down. And so it was so crazy. But once I got to the point where I was able to stand still and say, all right, God, what do you want? Please just tell me, what do you want? Then that's when I was able to really hear him. Again, isolation is about getting to the point where you can hear the downloads. If you have a family and, you have work and all of the stuff and you're always busy, you may get bits and pieces. But when he stripped you and put you in that isolation season during your transitional second season, that is when you will start to hear a lot of your downloads. That's when he will start to tell you, he may not tell you exactly where he's taking you, but he will tell you certain things to do in order to get prepared. It may not even make sense, but just do it. Just do it. Whatever he tells you to do, just do it. If he tells you to cut certain people off, including some family, do it. If he tells you to go back to school, do it. If he tells you to go on YouTube and start researching certain businesses, start writing a book, whatever. And a lot of times during this time, you won't even have the financial means because you're stripped. But do what you can. Go on YouTube, that's free. Go to the library, that's free. So once you get to that point, and you really start to tap into just being obedient, regardless if you do not understand, all of a sudden, boom, before you know it. In fact, at this point, you've already got so comfortable with just submitting in that second stage. You're not even worried. You're not even thinking about, okay, when I'm going to get to the third stage. You're just, at this point, you're content and you're comfortable because you've taken your hands up off of it. And now you trust him because you can't trust yourself. And boom, before you know it, you're pushed into your third season, which is a beautiful place to be. Again, that's the place where you're in alignment. You have a very intimate relationship with God. You're happy. You're successful. And I don't mean money. You're successful. You have peace. It's a beautiful place to be. You know who you are. You're confident. Again, that's not about looks or how you dress because you cannot put confident on. That's about knowing who you are in God and how God uses you. And again, don't let anybody make you think that God has to use you to be sanctified, holy, 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 holy. He have some people's calling, Some people are used differently. I know I'm used differently. And regardless of how some people may not understand it, but because I know that that God uses me strategically, and he always have, I've embraced that. So that's where my confidence come from. Again, confidence comes from within. You can't put it on. So again, I'm going to attach the whole conference video. So I just wanted to touch on that because a lot of people have been asking me, where is my conference? And what it is, the conference was November last year. in my hometown, Charleston, South Carolina. So I've uploaded at least maybe 30, 40, 50 videos since then. So it's kind of lost in the sauce. So I'm going to go back in and grab it and just, copy it, paste it here in the description. So you guys have a great day and keep pressing. It's your girl, Kizzy Rock.